My father's friend was down the Handball Alley and he touched the four corners and said her name 4 times. And he shouldn't have did that, but he did it and the gate shut locked. This is what he said now. And she was singing on the wall, brushing her hair. And then he ran out and she ran after him and scraped his face.
One day my nana's friend's wife was outside and she went to the Handball Alley and she touched the 4 corners as well and she said, Hail Mary backwards. And the Banshee started chasing her around the whole island.
The Banshee, if you touch the 4 corners in the Handball Alley, she'll come, and once you hear her cry and wail, that's a sign of someone going to get sick and dying inside the family.
Do you know my cousin? His name is Ethan, and he was in his bedroom and he was going to sleep, and he saw the Banshee and all he heard was woo.
The rock across from my nana's, the Banshee used to sit down and comb her hair on it, and the builders broke the rock and they got bad luck. And you're never meant to pick a comb up from the ground.
And if you pick it up, the Banshee will come to get it back off you.
Yeah. And if sometime, at night time, if the Banshee knocks on your window 3 times, it's a sign of death, and the Banshee's nails will be that
long, yeah.
And it could she could chop off your arm.
If a knife fell to the floor, then you had to stand on it 3 times. And then there was no man to the door.
If I drop a fork now in my house, my mum has to tap it off the ground.
Huh? I have no clue.
I don't know. So, if you drop a knife on the floor and you put your foot over it, so it's in like a cross, it'll stop all the bad luck.
So I was getting a small spoon out of my nana's purse and then the knife fell. My nana said, knife to the floor, man to the door. And then I fell came to the door with my cousin's delivery thing from Amazon. And he was an old man. And he gave the package to me. He goes, here you go, my love.
If you put nuclear on the table, you get bad luck. And if you bake a murder, you get 7.
And if you go underneath a ladder.
Shut up. And if you bake a murder, you get 7 years of bad luck. Now go.
And if you go under a ladder, you get 3 years of bad luck.
And if you want that bad luck to go, you're going to undercut your fingers so the bad luck to go away, so you won't get it.
Oh yeah, brand new tackies, fresh out of the box. You get bad luck if you put them on the table. I actually done it before by accident. My mother was in the kitchen, so there was a table. I put brand new Nike shoes, and then next minute my mother realised what I'd done, and she was like, "Please take them off the table." So I was like, "Do I have to?" And she said, "Yeah, because it's bad luck." And I was like, "I didn't know that." So yeah.
So if you find a money spider, it's either on your arm or on the floor. It's supposedly you find money after in 5 to 10 minutes. So that's mostly it. And you don't kill it, because then luck does goes.
Yeah, well, I get a money spider, I leave it on my hand and then I'll throw it off. And one day I actually found a tenner on the ground, but it was a while after.
I found a money spider before. I was young and I kept it it used to always be on my hand, and I thought that when it grew up it hatched into a big ball of money. Then I found out they don't.
If you see yellow red, it's bad luck, so you have to say blessed, but you dig someone so you don't get the bad luck, so they get the bad luck and you say blessed for the day, and they say after you've given them the dig.
And when you're going to the Shannon airport, there's a bush on the motorway, and were trying to get rid of it, and they put it on fire. It still grew back. They put like petrol on it and lit it, and it still came back. And what else did they do? Oh, they put a load of plant killer in it, and it still came back. So they had to build a motorway in around it, because it still came back.
I believe the fairies because on the way out to Shannon Airport there was a bush, and so first they tried to cut it down and it grew back. Like they got told that it was a fairy bush, but they cut it down and it kept growing back. Then they kept burning it down and it still grew back, and then they threw like poison all over and it grew back, so they had to build it like around the bush. And it delayed them a few years.
Years ago, my granddad was out fishing down Corbally Banks, and he was on the dock. He was on there and he was down fishing, and he seen this yoke in the river across on the wall over in the river, and he was trying to look and see what it was, and then it hopped into the river, started swimming, and it came over onto the docks, and it was just staring at him, and it was the Green Lady, and the Green Lady just kept staring at him, and he was in shock, so he wasn't moving, and then it hopped back into the river and went in underneath the dock, so he ran out.
The Green Lady, her mother threw her in to the river when she was younger, and then if you run on the bank, the back bank and the front bank, twice up and down at 12 o'clock, you'll hear her and she'll try to drag you in.
It's when you walk on the bank alone, yeah, and then you just keep walking, and then you just keep saying, the Green Lady, the Green Lady, the Green Lady, then she'll come out of the thing and grab you.
I remember me and her were on our bikes and we tried to do it, but I was too scared and we didn't do it.
Yeah.
It was kind of around the night time. It was like
10
or 9 or I don't know.
No, it was kind of around 6 o'clock because then it got dark. Then I wanted to try it, but then she was too scared.
One night the Bishop's Lady and the men were walking on the bridge and they were fighting, and he threw the Bishop's Lady over the bridge and she was clinging on for dear life, but she fell in. And nowadays she's the Green Lady down in the island.
When she was falling, she clinched onto the bridge, and when she came down, you could see all the lines coming down from her nails. And supposedly if you touch it, you'll get 9 years bad luck.
If you touch it and put your hand on it, you're just getting 10 years bad luck, and you'll get a bendy finger. So look, your finger there will just go like that, and it'll stay like that until the bad luck is over.
My friend, she left a sweetened bush outside her door. And then, a corn.
Yeah, I heard bush.
And she heard the Banshee anywhere one night. And she went outside and saw the Banshee hanging off her window. And she left a comb there, the Banshee, for her hair, for her big long hair.
Loads of people tell me I have an evil eye bracelet, but loads of people tell me they're bad luck. But I believe that they're good luck.
I thought they were supposed to be good luck.
Yeah, loads of people tell me they're bad, but I think they're good.
I heard black cats are good bad luck.
Yeah, if you ever pass a black cat, you're supposed to bless yourself. What do you want to say? You had a black cat?
I had a black cat called Maynard, and I had bad luck for a long time. And I had bad luck for a good couple of years, but then he died. It was kind of funny when he died because he was like that.
Caitlin!
He was like that. And he was standing up.
He was like... Oh my God. Oh God.
I don't know what happened to him after that. I gave him to my granny.
And Caitlin, you gave a dead cat to your granny.
He was my granny's cat. What was I supposed to do?